I remember the exact moment I realized something about weight loss that almost nobody talks about. For years, I believed the same thing many people believe. If you want to lose weight, especially stubborn belly fat, you have to starve yourself, spend hours in the gym, and completely give up the foods you love. And for a long time, that belief made my life miserable. Every Monday I would promise myself that this week would be different. I would start a strict diet. I would count every calorie. I would skip meals. I would push myself through exhausting workouts even when my body felt drained. At first, it felt like it was working. The scale would drop a little. My motivation would spike. I would feel proud of myself for being disciplined, but then something always happened. After a few weeks, the cravings would hit hard. My energy would crash. I would feel constantly hungry, irritated, and mentally exhausted. And before I knew it, I would fall back into old eating habits. Then the worst part would come. Not only would the weight return, but somehow I would gain even more than before. It felt like my body was fighting against me. I started to believe maybe weight loss just wasn't meant for me. Maybe some people were simply lucky. Maybe they had faster metabolisms, better genetics, or secret advantages I didn't have. But one day something happened that completely changed the way I understood fat loss. I was talking with a friend who had recently lost a significant amount of weight. The kind of transformation that makes people stop and ask, "What did you do?" Naturally, I assumed the answer would be something extreme. A brutal workout routine. A strict diet. Some complicated program. But when I asked, the answer shocked me. They told me something so simple that at first I almost didn't believe it. They said the biggest change wasn't eating less. It was eating the right foods. Foods that actually helped the body burn fat instead of store it. Foods that supported metabolism instead of slowing it down. Foods that kept hunger under control naturally, so dieting didn't feel like torture. That conversation sent me down a rabbit hole of research. I started learning about metabolism, hormones, digestion, and how certain foods affect fat storage in the body. And the more I learned, the more I realized something fascinating. There are actually certain foods that can support fat burning, reduce cravings, stabilize blood sugar, and help your body naturally use stored fat for energy. Not magic foods. Not miracle cures. But powerful nutritional tools that most people overlook. These foods don't just fill your stomach. They work with your body's biology to help it burn fat more efficiently. And when I started adding these foods into my daily routine, something incredible happened. For the first time in years, I wasn't constantly hungry. My energy stayed stable throughout the day. My cravings slowly started disappearing. And the stubborn belly fat that had refused to go away for so long finally began to shrink. Not overnight. Not magically. But steadily and naturally. And that's when I realized something that changed everything. Weight loss isn't just about eating less. It's about eating smarter. Some foods quietly sabotage your metabolism. But others quietly help your body burn fat in the background. Today, I want to share 10 foods that secretly help burn belly fat, backed by science and supported by real results. Some of these foods might surprise you. In fact, a few of them are things many people avoid when trying to lose weight, even though they can actually help accelerate fat loss. If you stay with me until the end, you'll discover simple foods you can start adding to your meals that may help your body burn fat more efficiently, control hunger, and support a healthy metabolism. And the best part is, these are not exotic or expensive ingredients. Most of them are probably already in your kitchen. So let's start with the first food that can quietly support fat burning in ways most people never realize. The first food that secretly helps your body burn belly fat might surprise some people, because for many years it had a bad reputation. That food is eggs. For a long time, people avoided eggs when trying to lose weight. Many believed that eggs, especially the yolk, were unhealthy or too high in cholesterol. Because of that belief, eggs were often removed from diet plans, especially in low-fat diets. But modern research has completely changed that view. Eggs are actually one of the most powerful foods you can include in a fat loss diet, and they can play a significant role in helping reduce stubborn belly fat. One of the biggest reasons eggs are so effective is because they are extremely rich in high-quality protein. Protein is one of the most important nutrients when it comes to fat loss. When you eat enough protein, your body stays full for longer periods of time. That means you are less likely to snack constantly or overeat later in the day. Many people struggle with weight loss not because they lack discipline, but because their meals do not keep them satisfied. When meals are low in protein, hunger tends to return very quickly. Eggs solve the problem beautifully. Just 2 or 3 eggs in the morning can keep you feeling full for hours. This naturally reduces calorie intake without forcing you to starve yourself. But the benefits of eggs go beyond just keeping you full. Eggs also support something called the thermic effect of food. This refers to the amount of energy your body uses to digest and process the food you eat. Protein-rich foods require more energy to digest compared to carbohydrates or fats. That means when you eat eggs, your body actually burns more calories during the digestion process itself. It might not sound like a huge difference, but over time these small metabolic boosts add up. Another reason eggs help with fat loss is because they help stabilize blood sugar levels. When blood sugar spikes and crashes throughout the day, it can trigger strong cravings for sugary snacks or refined carbs. These cravings are one of the biggest obstacles people face when trying to lose belly fat. Eggs digest slowly and release energy steadily, helping keep blood sugar levels more stable. This reduces the roller coaster effect that often leads to overeating. Eggs are also packed with important nutrients that support metabolism. They contain vitamins such as B12, vitamin D, and choline, which all play roles in energy production, brain health, and fat metabolism. Choline, in particular, has been studied for its role in helping the body process fats more efficiently. Some research suggests that choline may help prevent fat accumulation in the liver and support overall metabolic health. And perhaps one of the most important benefits is how eggs help start the day. Many people begin their mornings with foods that are mostly refined carbohydrates, like sugary cereals, pastries, or white bread. These foods digest quickly and often lead to hunger again just an hour or two later. Starting the day with eggs creates a completely different metabolic response. Instead of a quick spike and crash in energy, you get a slow and steady release of fuel that keeps you energized and focused. Studies have even shown that people who eat eggs for breakfast often consume fewer calories throughout the rest of the day compared to those who eat high-carb breakfasts. Over time, that small daily difference can lead to significant fat loss. So if you are trying to lose belly fat naturally, one of the simplest changes you can make is replacing a carb-heavy breakfast with a protein-rich one that includes eggs. You don't need complicated recipes or expensive ingredients. Scrambled eggs with vegetables, boiled eggs with whole grain toast, or an omelette with spinach and tomatoes can be simple, satisfying meals that support fat loss. It's a small habit, but when repeated consistently, it can make a powerful difference in how your body manages hunger, energy, and fat storage. And this is just the first food. The next one is something many people already have in their kitchen, but very few realize how powerful it can be for fat burning and metabolism. Let's move on to the next food that secretly helps your body burn belly fat. The next food that can quietly support fat burning is something many people already enjoy every day, but very few realize how powerful it can be when it comes to weight loss. That food is green tea. Green tea has been consumed for thousands of years, especially in parts of Asia, where it has long been associated with health, longevity, and overall well-being. But in recent years, scientists have started looking more closely at green tea and discovering why it can be such a powerful tool for fat loss. One of the main reasons green tea helps support fat burning is because it contains a group of natural compounds called catechins. Catechins are powerful antioxidants that help the body in many ways, but one of their most interesting effects is how they influence metabolism and fat oxidation. In simple terms, fat oxidation is the process by which your body breaks down stored fat and uses it for energy. The more efficiently your body can do this, the easier it becomes to reduce stubborn fat stores, especially around the belly. One particular catechin found in green tea, known as EGCG, has been studied extensively for its potential effects on fat metabolism. Research suggests that EGCG can help increase the activity of certain hormones involved in fat burning. This encourages the body to release stored fat into the bloodstream so it can be used as energy. But that's not the only benefit. Green tea also contains a moderate amount of natural caffeine, and when caffeine is combined with catechins, the effect on metabolism can become even more noticeable. Caffeine stimulates the nervous system and signals fat cells to break down stored fat. At the same time, The catechins help the body use that released fat as fuel. This combination can lead to a small but meaningful increase in calorie burning throughout the day. Now, it's important to understand something here. Green tea is not a magic drink that melts fat overnight. No food or drink works that way. But when green tea becomes part of a healthy lifestyle that includes balanced nutrition and regular movement, it can support the body's natural fat-burning processes. Another benefit of green tea is that it may help improve energy levels and focus without causing the strong jittery feeling that some people experience with coffee. This happens because green tea contains an amino acid called L-theanine. L-theanine works together with caffeine to create a smoother and more stable boost in mental alertness. Instead of a sudden spike in energy followed by a crash, many people feel a calm and steady focus. That can be especially helpful if you are trying to stay active, productive, and consistent with healthy habits. Green tea may also help with appetite control. Some people find that drinking green tea between meals helps reduce unnecessary snacking. When cravings are kept under control, it becomes much easier to maintain a calorie balance that supports fat loss. There is also evidence that green tea may help reduce inflammation in the body, which is another factor connected to weight gain and metabolic health. Chronic inflammation can make it harder for the body to regulate hormones involved in hunger, fat storage, and energy balance. By supporting the body's natural anti-inflammatory processes, green tea may contribute to a healthier metabolic environment. In practical terms, adding green tea into your routine is incredibly simple. You can drink a cup in the morning, another in the afternoon, or even replace sugary beverages with green tea. Some people enjoy it hot, while others prefer it chilled with a slice of lemon. The key is consistency. Over time, small daily habits like this can help support the bigger picture of healthy weight management. So while green tea may look like a simple drink, it quietly supports metabolism, encourages fat oxidation, and helps create the kind of internal environment where fat loss becomes easier. And now we move to the next food, which is something many people avoid when trying to lose weight, even though it can actually be one of the most powerful foods for burning belly fat. Let's talk about avocados. The next food that can quietly support fat loss is one that often surprises people when they first hear about it. That food is avocados. For many years, avocados were misunderstood. Because they are high in fat, many people assumed they would automatically lead to weight gain. In the past, when low-fat diets were extremely popular, foods like avocados were often avoided by people trying to lose weight. But today we understand something very important about nutrition. Not all fats are the same. In fact, certain healthy fats can actually help your body lose fat more efficiently. Avocados are rich in monounsaturated fats, which are considered one of the healthiest types of fats you can eat. These fats support heart health, reduce inflammation, and help the body regulate important metabolic processes. But one of the biggest benefits of avocados when it comes to weight loss is how they help control hunger. Many people struggle with dieting because they feel constantly hungry. When meals are too low in healthy fats, the body doesn't feel fully satisfied, and hunger returns very quickly. Avocados help solve that problem. The combination of healthy fats and fiber in avocados slows down digestion and keeps you feeling full for longer periods of time. When you feel satisfied after meals, you naturally eat fewer unnecessary calories throughout the day. That alone can make a huge difference in long-term fat loss. Another important reason avocados can help with belly fat is their effect on blood sugar levels. When blood sugar spikes rapidly after eating refined carbohydrates, the body releases a hormone called insulin. Insulin helps move sugar from the bloodstream into the cells, but when insulin levels stay high too often, the body becomes more likely to store fat, especially around the abdomen. Healthy fats like the ones found in avocados slow down how quickly food is digested and absorbed. This leads to a steadier rise in blood sugar instead of a sharp spike. Stable blood sugar levels mean fewer cravings, more stable energy, and a lower chance of overeating. Avocados are also an excellent source of fiber, which plays a major role in digestive health and weight management. Fiber helps regulate digestion, supports a healthy gut microbiome, and contributes to feelings of fullness after meals. Many people do not consume enough fiber in their daily diet, and this can make weight loss much harder. Just one avocado contains a significant amount of dietary fiber, helping support both digestion and appetite control. In addition to fiber and healthy fats, Avocados contain several important nutrients that support metabolism and overall health. These include potassium, magnesium, and various vitamins that help the body maintain proper energy balance. Potassium, in particular, plays a role in muscle function and fluid balance. When the body has adequate levels of potassium, it can help reduce water retention and support better physical performance during daily activities and exercise. Another interesting benefit of avocados is how versatile they are in meals. They can be added to salads, blended into smoothies, spread on whole grain toast, or used as a healthy topping for eggs and vegetables. Their creamy texture makes them satisfying without needing unhealthy sauces or processed spreads. When used in moderation, avocados can help transform a simple meal into something that is both nutritious and deeply satisfying. And when your meals are satisfying, you are much less likely to reach for unhealthy snacks later in the day. So while avocados contain fat, they provide the right kind of fat that supports metabolic health and helps the body regulate hunger and energy balance. Instead of being something to avoid, avocados can actually become one of the most helpful foods in a balanced fat loss diet. And now we move to the next food on the list, which is something many people already have in their kitchen but rarely realize how powerful it can be for reducing cravings and supporting fat burning. Let's talk about Greek yogurt. The next food that can quietly help your body burn belly fat is something many people already eat, but they may not realize just how powerful it can be when it comes to weight loss. That food is Greek yogurt. At first glance, Greek yogurt may seem like just another dairy product. But nutritionally, it is very different from regular yogurt, and those differences are exactly what make it so effective for supporting fat loss. The first major advantage of Greek yogurt is its high protein content. During the straining process used to make Greek yogurt, much of the liquid whey is removed. What remains is a thicker, creamier yogurt that contains significantly more protein than regular yogurt. Protein plays a crucial role in fat loss for several reasons. First, it helps keep you full and satisfied for longer periods of time. When meals are high in protein, your body releases hormones that signal fullness to your brain. This helps reduce hunger and prevents overeating later in the day. Many people trying to lose weight struggle because their meals are too low in protein. They may eat foods that are high in refined carbohydrates, which digest quickly and leave them feeling hungry again shortly afterward. Greek yogurt can help solve this problem. A serving of Greek yogurt can provide a substantial amount of protein while still being relatively low in calories. This makes it a perfect food for people who want to stay full while maintaining a calorie balance that supports fat loss. But the benefits of Greek yogurt go beyond protein alone. Greek yogurt is also rich in probiotics, which are beneficial bacteria that support gut health. In recent years, scientists have discovered that the health of your gut microbiome can influence many aspects of metabolism, including how the body stores fat and regulates appetite. A balanced gut microbiome may help improve digestion, support immune function, and even influence hormones related to hunger and fullness. When your gut health is supported, your body can process nutrients more efficiently, and this can contribute to better overall metabolic health. Greek yogurt also contains calcium, which plays an interesting role in fat metabolism. Some research suggests that adequate calcium intake may help the body regulate fat storage more effectively. While calcium alone is not a weight loss solution, it can support the broader metabolic processes that influence how the body uses energy. Another reason Greek yogurt is so helpful is its versatility. It can be eaten as a quick breakfast, a satisfying snack, or even used as a healthy ingredient in meals. You can pair it with fresh fruits, nuts, seeds, or a small drizzle of honey to create a nutritious and filling combination. Because of its creamy texture, Greek yogurt can also replace less healthy ingredients in certain recipes. For example, it can be used instead of sour cream or mayonnaise in some dishes, reducing overall calorie intake while still maintaining flavor and texture. However, it's important to choose the right type of Greek yogurt. Many flavored yogurts contain large amounts of added sugar, which can cancel out many of the benefits. Excess sugar can cause blood sugar spikes and increase calorie intake without providing much nutritional value. For the best results, plain Greek yogurt is usually the healthiest choice. If you want to add sweetness, you can do so naturally by mixing in fresh berries or sliced fruit. When included regularly as part of a balanced diet, Greek yogurt can help support appetite control, improve gut health, and provide the protein your body needs to maintain muscle while burning fat. And maintaining muscle is extremely important during weight loss, because muscle helps keep your metabolism active and efficient. So while Greek yogurt may seem like a simple food, it offers a powerful combination of nutrients that support both metabolic health and long-term fat loss. And now we move on to the next food, which is one of the most underrated foods for fat loss and overall health. Let's talk about berries. The next food that can quietly support fat loss is something that many people already enjoy, but they may not realize just how beneficial it can be when it comes to reducing belly fat. That food is berries. Berries include fruits like strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries. They are naturally sweet, refreshing, and packed with nutrients that support overall health. But what makes berries particularly interesting for weight loss is the combination of fiber, antioxidants, and natural compounds that influence how the body processes energy. One of the biggest advantages of berries is their high fiber content. Fiber plays a powerful role in weight management because it slows down digestion and helps you feel full for longer periods of time. When food digests more slowly, your body releases energy gradually instead of all at once. This steady release of energy helps prevent sudden spikes and crashes in blood sugar levels. When blood sugar rises too quickly and then drops suddenly, it often leads to cravings for sugary snacks or refined carbohydrates. These cravings can easily sabotage weight loss efforts. But foods rich in fiber, like berries, help keep blood sugar levels more stable. As a result, hunger stays under control and unnecessary snacking becomes less likely. Another major benefit of berries is their low calorie density. This means you can eat a satisfying portion of berries without consuming a large number of calories. Compared to many other sweet foods or desserts, berries provide natural sweetness with far fewer calories. For people trying to reduce calorie intake without feeling deprived, this can make a huge difference. Berries also contain powerful antioxidants, particularly compounds called anthocyanins. These natural plant compounds give many berries their vibrant red, blue, or purple color. Researchers have been studying anthocyanins for their potential effects on metabolism, inflammation, and fat storage. Some studies suggest that these compounds may help improve the way the body processes sugars and fats, which can support healthier metabolic function over time. In addition, antioxidants help reduce oxidative stress and inflammation in the body. Chronic inflammation has been linked to several metabolic problems, including insulin resistance and increased fat storage around the abdomen. By supporting the body's natural defenses against inflammation, antioxidant-rich foods like berries may help create a healthier environment for fat loss. Another reason berries are helpful during weight loss is their natural sweetness. When people start trying to eat healthier, one of the hardest habits to break is the desire for sugary desserts and processed snacks. Completely eliminating sweetness from the diet often leads to frustration and eventually cravings. Berries offer a natural solution. They provide sweetness along with fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants, making them a much healthier alternative to processed sweets. You can add berries to Greek yogurt, oatmeal, smoothies, or even salads. They can also be eaten on their own as a refreshing snack. Because they are both satisfying and nutritious, berries can help replace high-calorie desserts and snacks that often contribute to weight gain. And perhaps one of the best things about berries is how easy they are to include in everyday meals. They require no complicated preparation, no cooking, and they fit naturally into a variety of healthy dishes. Sometimes the most powerful foods for improving health are also the simplest ones. When eaten regularly as part of a balanced diet, berries help support digestion, stabilize blood sugar, reduce cravings, and provide important nutrients that keep your metabolism functioning efficiently. And now we move on to the next food, which is one of the most powerful vegetables for supporting fat loss and overall metabolic health. Before we wrap up this video, remember something important. The foods we talked about today are just the beginning. Small changes in what you eat every day can slowly transform your metabolism, your energy, and even how your body burns fat. But here's the thing. There are still several powerful fat-burning foods that most people completely overlook, and some of them might surprise you. In part 2, we're going to continue this list and reveal the remaining foods that can help support belly fat loss, reduce cravings, and make healthy eating much easier. So if you don't want to miss it, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you'll be the first to see part 2 when it drops. And if you found this video helpful, let me know in the comments which of these foods you already include in your daily meals. I'll see you in part 2.